the Medo-Persians even got together. The Medes and the Persians even got together. All right, go ahead.
Right. It says, therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and forward came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great, toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground.
Yeah, this is not talking about the Roman Empire bringing down Israel with Herod. This is not talking about George W. Bush. You know, this is not talking about America. This is talking about Antiochus IV, also known as Antiochus Epiphanes. That's what that's talking about. But it said there were 4. When Alexander died at the age of 32, there were 4 generals up under him. Then there was like a mention of a 5th. You had Antigonus was one of them, but the main 4 was Lacenaeus, Cassandra, Seleucid, and Ptolemy. And you had a line of the Ptolemies, and you had a line of the Seleucid line, which were known as the Epiphanes. All right. I'm sorry. The you had Antiochus. You had the line of the Antiochus, the Antiochus. Some of the scholars refer to it as Antiochus, named the name given to Antioch. That name goes back to the line of Antioch, Antiochus or Antiochus. We say Antiochus. So you had Antiochus the first, second, third, fourth was Epiphanes, and that's who it's talking about in Daniel the 8th chapter. Okay. Now go to the breakdown. Go to the breakdown of the rams, the 2 horns, and the goat. Go ahead.
All right. Daniel 8:20. The ram which thou sawest, having 2 horns, are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat.
So the scriptures. So you can't say, well, that's not talking about that. That horn represents Satan. It represents Lucifer. It don't represent Satan or it don't represent Lucifer, dumbass. It's telling you right there, just in case you can't get it, the angel broke it down to Daniel. Read it again.
It says, the ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat is...
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run into them church passes, and I'm going to ask him to break it down before I get to it. Then when he comes, that's talking about Lucifer. Then I say, okay, let's jump down. Okay, let's see if it says Lucifer. Go ahead.
It says, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia.
Which is, look up the word Grecia. Because you roll up on a nigga and say Grecia. Well, that ain't talking about the Greeks. That's Grecia. So you got the Greeks and you got Grecia. Grecia, Greeks, Greeks, Grecia. 2 different things. Then you're going to run into assholes like that. Let's see what the word Greca means.
Yeah, the word there is, the Hebrew word is Yawan, which means Ionia or Greece. And they have son of Japheth and grandson of Noah. Greece, Ionia, Ionians, location of descendants of Yawan. Down here is Greece. Yeah, pretty much.
Now, the people of Yawan came out of the line of Japhet, Yapath, which are dark-skinned people, found in Genesis the 10th chapter. Now, Alexander did not come out of Yawan. He did not come out of the seed or the line of Yapath. He was actually an Edomite. Because what Edomites did was they conquered the different worlds around them. Like Rome, ancient Rome, that was possessed by the people of Japhet. That's why when you watch these movies, and another thing, you guys out there, you got to watch these period pieces, man. You can't be watching what's the new Negro, but you can't be watching that movie Jumping Over the Broom. That's that new Negro movie. You couldn't pay me to go watch a stupid movie like that. Any of them movies with Tyler Perry, them stupid movie for colored girls, you know, don't be watching. I mean, you might have to watch it with your daggone woman because she wants to watch it, you know. But you ain't gonna get into you shouldn't get into no movie. If you cry in a movie like that, brother, you might not be one of the elect, you know. Don't let me roll up on you in the movies, man, with some Kleenex crying because you done saw her jumping over the damn broom. You supposed to watch these period pieces, man. And you're supposed to look at these period pieces like the movie Alexander the Greek. The newest one was crap, you know, because this guy Oliver Stone, he said, I'm gonna really put all the facts in there. I'm gonna show him that they were faggots. Well, that movie didn't do so good because you made the white man look like a damn faggot, man. Which he is anyway, but you wasn't supposed to bring it out. You wasn't supposed to let the world know that you were, in reality, you're a bunch of faggots and pedophiles. But you got to watch these period pieces, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, now that being broken, it says, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter,
yeah, because when you go into the Maccabees and you go into the Daniel, the 11th chapter, you go into the Josephus and other history books, historical documents, they were warring against each other to try to get the power seat. All right, now. They didn't have the power that Alexander had. He had that whole area of land that they had to split into 4. So they were basically fighting against each other. Go ahead.
It says, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
That was one of the 4 that come out of the line of the 4 out of the Seleucid Empire or the Seleucid dynasty, which means powerful family. That was Antiochus the 4th, also known as Epiphanes, or Antiochus the 4th, Antiochus Epiphanes. That's what that's talking about, which we're not even going to get into right now. All right? Now let's go back to Revelation.
Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a...
And the word blasphemy basically means, go to that in the blue letter. Revelation 13:1. Look up the word blasphemy. Because you got this guy, Bubble-Eyed Blackfish, talking about there's a group of Edomites that's going to deny their father and choose the Lord. Well, there's no scripture on that. You're adding to the scripture. It said they were going to come in the name of they're going to come blaspheming. They're going to blaspheme the name of the Lord. They're not going to come loving the Lord. They're going to defy the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Yeah, Revelation 13:1, the Greek word for blasphemy.
Strong's G 988, blasphemia. Blasphemia.
Which means slander, detraction, speech injurious to another's good name, impious and reproachful speech injurious to divine majesty.
That's all I need to know. Basically, they're going to have negative things to say about the Most High and be totally against the Most High. Go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
The leopard represent the Alexander the Greek. That's the beginning of it. Matter of fact, go to Daniel the 7th chapter and go right to the point.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl, The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
That's talking about that's talking about Alexander the Greek, which was a leopard, and the 4 heads represent the 4 generals that came after he died at a young age. And I mentioned them: Lacenaeus, Cassandra, Seleucid, and Ptolemy. All right? Go ahead. That's it? Okay, let's go back.
All right, it says